Hi, welcome to Mosmatic. My name is Jaimie Sokolski, and today what we're going to do is we're going to go over one of our high pressure cleaning accessories, the Hurricane Undercarriage Cleaners. So what we have here is our standard Hurricane. It's a 21-inch low. That meaning it's our basic standard unit, which has a deck height of about 6 inches. We offer this in 21-inch and 30-inch, which is going to be good for your larger vehicles such as tour buses, that have a nice large area for your 30-inch. Also going into your standard sedans, sports cars, things of that nature. Moving over here, we have the Hurricane High Lift, which comes in at a deck height at about 8.5 inches. So that's going to fit under most of your SUVs, your crossovers, your larger commercial vehicles. Then what we have here is we have our Hurricane Pro series. This is only offered in a 21-inch version. This one will also have that same 8.5-inch deck height, but it does come with the featured benefit of 6 adjustable ranges to where you can lay it down or bring it all the way up for a 90-degree cleaning on there. What I've done is I've brought a few of the replacement items that you would consider for your Hurricane Undercarriage Cleaner under normal operation and use. First is going to be a Precision Machine 304 stainless steel rotor arm. This is the one that comes on our 21-inch units as it's a 2-nozzle versus the 30-inch units will have a 3-arm version. All the Hurricanes will come with a DYF series swivel, which is 4,000 psi, 250-degree temp, and you can run chemicals pH 3 to 12 through them as well. Another standard is going to be our high pressure trigger gun. Under prolonged use in operation, what's going to happen is your hand's going to get a little bit tired or fatigued. So with the low trigger force, you can literally hold it back with your pinky finger. Then moving on to the nozzles. The 1/8-inch meg nozzles are standard on our low versions. Really important is you want to make sure that you match them up to your pressure washer so you get maximum performance out of your Hurricane. Same goes for the high lift versions. The Venturi housing you may need to replace if something were to damage the unit, but more importantly it's going to be the insert nozzle. Again, just make sure that this is matched to your pressure washer so you get the best performance out of your Hurricane Undercarriage Cleaners.
Earlier what we did is we went through and gave you brief examples of the difference between a standard Hurricane and a Hurricane High Lift. So what we also want to do is show you the difference in the spray pattern between the two, as that's effectively what's cleaning your chassis.
Alright, now before we get started with the demonstrations, what we want to do is stress safety. So as you'll see, Jordan and I are both wearing eye protection. It's not just because of the water stream coming out, but it's all that loose debris that's going to come down off of the chassis. That will get flung up by the arms of the water spray, but then also to protect the unit from the debris falling down, causing premature damage on it. Again, safety is always a #1 concern when using any high pressure equipment.
What we're using right now is a 3,500 psi machine with 4 gallons a minute on a Hurricane standard using the factory #3 tips in here, just for an example to show you what that impact height is going to be. As we did on the Hurricane standard, we're going to do the Hurricane Pro with the same 3,500 psi, 4 gallons a minute with 2 #3 nozzles in it, to give you the feel of what it's going to have as far as damage underneath your chassis. So as you can see right here, getting within a few inches of the nozzle, it didn't tear the foam apart. This is going to replicate your electrical components, your hoses, and just other items that will be found under your chassis that need to be cleaned. So what we're going to do now is use the Hurricane High Lift. One of the large differences between the two obviously is the height of the unit, but the type of nozzling that we use. And it's a Venturi style nozzle that we offer in all of our high lifts as a standard, and it's going to change the cleaning impact zone from a couple inches to feet. Now, part of that nozzle technology is it takes a 0-degree cutting pattern, aerates it, and gives it more of a punch with a better impact along with that rotational agitation on the chassis. As you see, what we did is we took it out about where a normal chassis height is on one of your fleet vehicles. And again, just like on the other unit, you don't have that damaging impact. Now you see I took it down a little bit lower and you can see that pattern starting to come across here. That's going to be more for on your SUVs, your larger style pickups. So you can see this type of unit is going to be good on all your major fleet style, or for all your major fleet style services. Earlier in the video, we went over and showed you a bunch of different vehicle types, and I just want to give you a recap on the sales or just kind of the benefits to you. I like to ask people, when is the last time you've seen a vehicle rust from the top down? Truth of the matter is most of your working componentry is underneath that vehicle. That's where a lot of your rust and corrosion comes from. That's where most of your serviceable items are. And then also for the safety and value of your service technicians to keep things from dropping down into their eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. So hopefully you've been able to just give you that value. And should you need any other information or have questions, please feel free to contact us at mosmatic.com or one of our authorized dealers. Thank you.